I want to hit a little bit of praise questions, if
Okay.
it's an appropriate time. We got a vast majority of people here that know about church. They've been to church their whole life and they know about it. And then we got some people that aren't as familiar with this.
And I love the mixture.
So I want to ask some questions for them for a moment. You were talking about praising by yourself. You're like, if you're sitting here and you're watching this, what does it mean to have praise in private? Because a lot of us, we see praise in church, and then it becomes just a Sunday morning thing.
It's like me and your mother. If I run to the other side of the door, I love to open the door for your mom. And if I run and open the door for her, and church, and get her out and kiss her on the jaw, and she's just all soft-hearted and she loves it. Then we get to the house, nobody's watching, I don't do it. Then we get down to the store, I look around, nobody's watching, I don't do it. Then am I doing it because I love her? Am I doing it to impress people? If you only worship in church, are you doing it because you love? How does Jesus feel when it's just you and him? Oh, you got to have a crowd to love me. When he knocks on your door at midnight, when a stranger comes to the door, let's turn this thing around.
Okay.
A stranger comes to the door, and I love to preach this. That's me getting ready to go preach, saying, Lord, I need some bread. But what if that stranger, Jesus, comes to the door and says, hey, I went to the U.S. government that used to put them in God we trust. They've took me out. I went to this church. They took me out. And son, do you have any bread for me? Could you give me a loaf? When Jesus knocks on your door and he's hungry, I say, oh, Jesus, I'll praise you at church, but I've took off my shoes, and boy, I'm finding a sermon right now. I've took off my shoes and I'm tired. My kids are in bed. Come back Sunday morning. We'll have a praise service. I don't have time for you now.
Oh.
In Songs of Solomon, my beloved knocked on the door. Said, open to me, my dove, my undefiled. I want you to worship me, spend some time with me. And I said, Lord, I've bathed myself, I've washed myself, I've perfumed myself, and I've done laid down. Come back tomorrow. And then when he walked away, he said, hey, that was Jesus. And I didn't say, and jumped up and looked, and my beloved had withdrawn himself, and he was gone.